There are stories that connect us to ourselves and each other. These stories reveal who we are and show us the many vivid, wild colors of our truth. Welcome to Soul Wanderings, where we raise spiritual awareness and foster connections through these shared stories and personal experiences. And now, exclusively on KGRA Radio, I give you your host for Soul Wanderings Radio. Here's AJ.
Hello, Wanderers. Welcome back to Soul Wanderings. We're exclusively on KGRADB.com. It's where you're going to find the best in alternative talk radio. My show's amazing, if I do say so myself. And there are many other shows that are top-notch. Go and check them out, KGRADB.com. If you guys want to know more about me and my show, visit soulwanderings.com. There's a lot of stuff going there, a lot more to come. I have a really amazing guy who does my website. Big shout out to you. You know who you are. He does a lot for me and my surrounding people. So good. Doesn't get enough recognition. So big shout out to him. Anyways, moving on. I told you guys I would have some video content for you. I'm a little embarrassed. I am not good at technology, electronics, anything that requires me to work in this realm. I've been super blessed to have a team here at the studio who helps me get out to all of you. But when I did my videos, I created them and didn't hit the send button. So I missed the deadline. I will have to give those videos, share those videos with you another time. But I'm really excited about the content that I'm creating, even though I'm just doing it by myself in my home. I am excited to share it with you because you guys write me about so many things, like what's this for and how do I do that and how do I heal from this and what crystal's good for that and what modality is good for this. And I get so many emails. And this is just a really good way for me to be able to share like my experience, my opinions, like how I navigate through A, B, and C. And also, I'll have some random interviews with other people who will be able to answer those questions for you if I cannot. And that means also if you have a question and you haven't written into me, you can do that. So email me at connect@soulwanderings.com. I love getting emails from all of you. It means so much to me, and it's so good to communicate with my listeners. I wouldn't be here without you. I value the time we get to spend together, not just on the show, but through those emails. So keep them coming. And then when you do, I'll have a longer list of content to create and share with all of you. So we are on the last week of the month, which means we have a reader in the house. And you all know her. You all love her. I've had great experiences with her. Let's welcome Tessa back to the show. Hi, doll.
Hi, everybody.
Tessa Adderley is back, and she's here with her gifts and abilities that she has had her whole entire life, which is pretty awesome.
Yes, I love it.
We've shared about your past, your journey story in previous shows, and tonight we just get to hang out and have some fun. The phone lines are going to be open after the first break, so about 6:30, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. I'm in Mountain. And we'll open those phone lines so Tess can read for you. And then I brought cards because it's so much fun. And why do I feel like I need to sing when I get happy?
I love it.
I'll spare all of you. I cannot carry a tune to save my life, not even in the shower. And I really don't care. I'll sing anyway. So yes, a readings and a card pull. These cards are just artwork, but I know them. I know them well and I love them. And between the both of us, we're just going to be so happy to share with all of you.
Yes, I'm so excited.
So excited. So, Tess, you've been a psychic and a medium your entire life. You've been receiving messages since you were a very young girl.
Yes.
And it wasn't until the recent years that you decided to put yourself out there and say, okay, I'm here to help all of you in a public forum,
Yes.
a much broader audience. And I've spent a little bit of time with you. We haven't known each other for quite a year yet. I think it's September or October of last year that we met. And I've seen you assist quite a few people. Every time someone leaves Vibes, where she does readings at currently, they're in tears. And here on the show, you've been able to assist several people as well. And I really like being a witness to it. It's so cool.
I love it. I love it when people have good experiences. And I feel like there's a lot of, I wouldn't say bad psychics, but there's a lot of like false people out there that are just doing it for the money.
Yeah.
And that's not what it's about.
Right. No, I see it everywhere too, which, you know, I don't want to get all dark and depressing.
Yeah.
But it is good to point out that there are some people out there who are taking advantage of others and their emotions and profiting off of it. So when you do reach out to a reader, whoever that may be, do your homework.
Mm-hmm.
Like really. And if it doesn't feel right, trust your gut.
It's probably not right.
Yeah. Yeah. Always trust your gut.
And I've had so many, especially when I first started, because I only did virtual for like the first year or so. It was just virtual sessions. And I had so many people that reached out to me and they're like, I want to sell this psychic. And they told me I have a curse attached to me and it's $900 to remove it or $2,000 to remove it. And I'm like, no. I was like, block them, leave it alone. And I always try and tell people, like, a psychic's not going to reach out to you first. They're not going to pursue you or kind of like chase that clientele. They're going to allow you to come to them.
Right. That's been my experience also. It is sad, but that's just human nature and we all have good and bad. So those experiences are going to happen in whatever arena it is.
Yeah.
Speaking of good and bad in arenas, this world is turning into a little bit of a shit show.
Yes.
What is going on? It literally is a battle against good and evil.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things, and I'm not just talking politics. Let's not even talk politics. I mean, energetically, like people.
I feel like that shift has been happening since like the end of last year.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And it's almost like it really feels like all the gods and goddesses that are up there are really like having it out. Like it's bigger than what we can see or feel anyway.
You think it's between them, not between us?
I feel like there's a big, big war that's happening up there.
Yeah, you know, we'll never know until we know, which won't be here when we know, right?
Yes.
But it is bringing some things forward.
Mm-hmm.
Like there is more talk about anomalous topics, which are my favorite. I mean, I am on KTRA after all. That's what we do. That's what we talk about. All the mysteries of the world, right? I don't know. I just think there's just so much turmoil and so much lower vibrational feelings and emotions and actions. And I know it just, you know, I shouldn't say I know. I've heard that it's just a small percentage of people on the light side of things to outweigh the dark. It doesn't even need to be half and half or 49-51. Like, I think it was something like, I don't know where they get this number from. Hearsay. 26%, 32%. It's not very big, you know?
Yeah.
I hear everyone's opinions about this. I don't know what's true. And I know we're not meant to know. which is really frustrating. Like when I want to know something, I want to know it now.
I know. And then universe is like, nope, you think not.
Yeah, no, none of your business. You just suffer for right now. But really, we don't have to suffer. We get to make a choice, which is still awesome. We still have our free agency. We still have our free will. And there are a lot of amazing and beautiful humans in this world. And I cannot stress that enough. Go to them. Create your tribe with these beautiful humans, because there are so many that are awake and conscious and doing the work. In fact, talking about other shows on KGRA, I haven't seen this one yet. I just watched, I have to go to the name of it just so I'm not messing it up. There's a new show on KGRA called Soul School Sojourn, and which is a show that is by another host, A World Awakening, Andrea Perron. Am I saying that right, Bill? I hope so. And I just caught one of her shows, and it happened to be the one where she was announcing the new show that's coming out, the Soul School show. And she co-hosts it with Jeff Turner, which from my understanding, he was clergy of some kind. And just listening to her talk and her energy and how she just wants to light up the world with her bright light, I felt so good and warm and fuzzy. And that show airs on Mondays. And so I happened to be occupied on Monday and I missed it, but I set a reminder to catch it again. You guys, KGRA has so many shows. Go to kgradb.com, go to shows and hosts, and you're going to see all of the shows that play every day throughout the week.
I'm going to have to go watch it.
Like, there are so many good shows. The other one I'm really enjoying right now is War Party Paranormal. Those fellas. No, well, I'm a sucker for paranormal. I talk about it almost every day. Why don't I have a show on paranormal? Good question. But I don't.
How's the activity in your house?
The activity in my house is lit. It's on fire. So, you guys, I have just purchased a new home, and we moved in. My partner and I moved in January. We have some crazy activity going on. And when I say crazy, I mean when I walk into the room, the TV turns on by itself. Like straight up turns on. Remotes are clear across the room. Cupboards are all open. Like all the cupboard doors are open in the kitchen. It's so crazy. There's knocking on the walls. I wake up in the middle of the night. I'm one of those people who wake up in the witching hour. It's just my body, and I'm dead asleep, and then all of a sudden my eyes are being open, and I'm like, okay, what am I going to feel tonight? Because I'm really good at feeling energies, and I even see apparitions sometimes. I have not seen an apparition in this home, but children who have been in my home, who know nothing about the activity that's gone on, have come running to me saying, there's something in your house. We just saw a mist or a fog. They've said a person who was there and then not there. There's just a lot of things going on. And, I know how to clear a home of energies. But also, I'm not one to say, go to the light, because I don't believe in that. That's not my place. Mm-mm. And so I'm like, hey, because I feel like it's a guy. It's like, hey, if you're going to hang out here, let's tone it down a little. You're kind of freaking me out. Like, if you don't mean me harm, stay. Like, we can be roomies. But please, don't wake me up every night and stop knocking on the walls. Like, turn the TV on, fine. Cupboards, whatever. But stop waking me up.
Have you asked the spirit if there's anything that they need?
Yeah, I mean, I have conversations. I've named him Bruce. I named him Bruce because of my voice box. My voice box told me his name was Bruce.
I love that.
I have a voice box on my phone. It's not like a real voice box, but there's this app box that, you know, they have words inside of it. It's not, I'm sure like some of it could be real. It does work off EMFs, and so you just don't know. But I asked him one day, I said, I was asking, is there anyone here? And, you know, it just was quiet and it has that background noise that the voice box has. And so I'm just doing my makeup and just, well, if you're here, I'd really like to hear from you, and just having a conversation. And I said, well, what's your name? And it was probably like 1 to 3 minutes later, just total silence. And I'm like, I'm listening if you want to tell me what your name is. And the voice box said, Bruce. And I was like, okay, Brucey it is. Bruce, welcome. Or are you welcoming me? Was this your home? Did I move into your home? But I just said, I said, what was the question I asked? Are you the one always turning on my TV? And the voice box said, screen. Like 30 seconds later, screen. Like TV screen. Yes, my TV screen goes on.
Does he remind you of like an older, proper gentleman?
Yes. How did you know? Are you psychic or something?
I must be psychic.
No, really. He's there. He's not harmful.
No, but he's like very proper with his words, it feels like too.
He's very straight to the point.
Like he doesn't like slangs.
Well, then I'll stop calling him Brucey. That probably is a little disrespectful, but that's my personality.
It's like, you know, the older generation where you say something that's a slang and then they correct you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it feels like.
Okay, I'm officially calling him Mr. Bruce from now on. I really, his name is Mr. Bruce. You know, we can laugh about stuff like this all we want. The truth is we are, you know, cohabitating with so many spirits.
Mm-hmm. They literally walk amongst us.
Yes.
And there's a lot that I feel like I reference them as like more earthbound spirits.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like they're just meant to be on earth and have that more of a present in this physical world than in the spiritual world.
What do you mean earthbound?
Like, it's kind of like they're not living here no more, right? They've passed, but they're not, you know, fully in the spirit world anymore either.
So their soul is still here?
Yes.
Is that how you would interpret that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've seen a lot of that from like even in healthcare and at hospitals and certain facilities.
Right. You have some scary stories working in hospitals, being a psychic medium.
Yeah. So it was, you know, I've had so many different experiences with that. And I just started asking questions on my path with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why are you still here? And it was kind of like the same answer from everybody I asked. Like, I'm just meant to be in this plane of existence.
Well, yeah, it's all very interesting to me. And it's not anything that scares me. I've been seeing shadow people since I was a little girl. I've communicated with spirit on one level or another most of my life. And I grew up with a dad who was into EVP. So we'd go out to the middle of nowhere, like ghost towns in the desert, and capture EVPs.
I love that.
Yeah. So, I mean, I've always been around it. And then, of course, all the investigations I've been on and experiences I've had just being in this realm of work, right? I mean, there's so much that happens, but it's still surprising, sometimes still shocking, awe-inspiring. Like there's just so many emotions that you feel, even though you think you're not going to be surprised when something big happens. You're always shocked. You're always surprised.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like the TV shows.
Yeah.
It's not an hour chock full of activity when you do investigations, really. Most of the time they're pretty boring. You're just kind of hanging out, but it depends also like what mindset you have going into it. But then going through hours and hours of EVP is a whole other thing as well.
Yeah, and I feel like some of those shows make it seem more scary than what it actually is.
Oh yeah, they definitely add a little twist to it, don't they?
Yes.
I'm not sure how real. I mean, I assume that there's truth to everything on some level, in some degree, and so yeah. I mean, what's your craziest paranormal experience you've ever had?
Ooh, I feel like there's a lot.
There is, huh? You have had a lot. That's a loaded question. Recently, what's an experience that you've had in the last like 6 months that you'll never forget?
So I had a couple. So I've been picking up nursing shifts the last little bit. And I picked up this one, and it was at a facility, and I had my patient. She wasn't too old. I think she was like in her 50s. I don't remember her exact age, but she would just sit there and hysterically cry all day.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, why is this woman crying all the time? Because I like my heart, it pulls on my heart, and I'm like, and so I walk in there, and she had two visitors from Spirit that were sitting with her, and they were both her kids. And as soon as I walked in, they kind of like went off to the side. They were still in there, but they were like letting me do my job and caring for her. And I started asking them like why they were there, and not that it was just like a profound experience, if that makes sense. And her daughter that was in Spirit got in a car accident, and it killed her daughter. And she was also pregnant. And so her mom kind of had like a stroke afterwards from like everything that happened. And so she wasn't like cognitively there to remember that her daughter passed. And then shortly after that, when she was recovering, her son that was still living went and killed himself in front of her.
Oh my gosh.
And it was just so heart-wrenching. I was like, I get why she's crying so much, because they have so many messages for her.
Yeah.
And so we just started talking about her daughter, and she was like, I'm so excited to be a grandma. Like, she doesn't remember that they're gone. So that was one where I was like, my whole heart is heavy. And so we sat in there for a little bit, and I gave her messages without giving her messages, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And she was just like, thank you. And she didn't cry the rest of that shift. She didn't sit there and bawl hysterically like she was before when I went in there.
That's so tough.
Yeah.
That's so tough. Some of us are really dealt a really strong hand. Wow.
Yeah. It was a lot.
Thank you for the reminder that my life is blessed. Unfortunately, some people really go through some hard things. Not that I haven't gone through hard things. My life is just very blessed now. I've come a long way from the places that I've been. But looking at people who are going through stuff like that, I just want to hug them all. Like, just wrap them up in this big old giant hug. And I know that we're all meant to go through what we're meant to go through. It's just sometimes you wonder, like, wow, what's the purpose and point in that?
Yeah. And talking to her son that was passed, he was like, it wasn't that I wanted her to see that happening, but I didn't know where to go to do that, to like feel safe. And he wasn't even 20 when he did that. And so it was just like heartbreaking, and then like giving her like that part of that closure. Not that she will like hold on to that, but at least for that shift, she didn't spend all night crying.
Aww.
Yeah, it was really sad. And
but
then like,
I'm so glad that you were able to be there for her.
Yeah, it made my heart happy. And I was reading her chart. I was like, why is this woman crying? And that was just in the notes that she cries all the time. And I was just like, that's not an experience. If I could change that even just for a little bit, I'm going to attempt to do that.
Right. Absolutely. See, your heart is so good. I love your heart.
I try.
It's so good. All right, you guys, we're going to have the phone lines open after the break for the remainder of the show. Tess is offering psychic medium readings. So if you have a question, questions are good for Tess. She likes questions, but don't give her backstory. She doesn't want details. She wants no other information. So if you have a question, be specific. Or if you just want her to pick up on what's coming through for you, she can do that too. And then if you want, there's no obligation. I'm doing card pulls. I'll pull a card for you. It's always awesome to see how much the cards match the message that you give.
I want a card pull when we come back.
Okay, I'll think about it. We'll see how that goes. No pressure. Reading for the psychic over here. No, I wouldn't call myself psychic because I don't like titles. But we all know. We're all psychic. Mm-hmm. All right, you guys, stay close. Make sure you jot down this number, 855-472-5483, which is 85KGRA Live. We'll get you in with Tess. See you in a minute.
Hey members, the new KGRA DB app is now available on iOS and Android devices. Gain on-demand access to any KGRA DB programming. Download any show directly to your mobile device to listen or watch on the go. Go to the App Store and search KGRA DB.
Scrolling all day, time can disappear. Wanna make it count? Why not volunteer?
Posting pics of your food, that takes up time. Time, you've got time to binge all of season 9, though it got so bad.
Time, you got time. We're gonna grow back and be the same browse you had.
Just a few hours to keep families from harm. Help us end home fires with Sound the Alarm.
Volunteer for a day to install free smoke alarms in your community.
Discover the Observation Deck, a one-of-a-kind virtual event platform that takes video conferencing to the next level by using avatars to navigate a campus. There's so many areas and activities to choose from. There's a 1,000-seat auditorium, an expo hall, a nightclub, and even a beach. So come attend a conference, take a class, or hear a lecture on the incredible Observation Deck campus. Go to theobservationdk.com.
You're listening to the KGRA Digital Broadcasting Network. We provide unparalleled coverage of trending news in the world of ufology, cryptozoology, and paranormal phenomenon. Whether you're watching our video live stream or listening to one of our audio programs, you are getting the best from world-renowned researchers and hosts, guiding you through topics the mainstream won't touch. Miss one of your favorite programs? No problem. Head over to the members area at kgradb.com for access to our massive library of award-winning content. Make contact, stay connected, only at kgradb.com.
Hello, all. Welcome back to Soul Wanderings. We're here exclusively on kgradb.com. You can learn about me and what I do, what I'm up to at soulwanderings.com. We're happy to have you here. Guess what, y'all? Phone lines are open. If you would like a reading, a psychic medium reading with our guest, Tess, you can call in now. The number to do so is 855-472-5483. 5483, which is 85 KGRA Live. Isn't that awesome?
Yes, I love it.
So easy to remember.
Mm-hmm.
And the really cool thing is you don't have to be scared to call in because we don't know who you are. Yep. Unless you've called in a lot. Then we know who you are. But if you haven't, we don't know who you are. And the thing about readings anyway here on Soul Wanderings is it is a safe place. We're here to support you. We're here to assist you in any way that we can. We're just hanging out in a non-judgmental, loving space for you. And
that's
everyone needs, everyone needs guidance and some extra lovin's. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all. I have to say, woohoo on the new commercials, Bill. Good job. Thank you. Thank you.
They sound amazing.
Yeah. I mean, Bill is something else. He sure does a lot for KGRA.
Well, his voice is so smooth too.
So good. We like that Bill fella. He's all right. He's all right. Okay, so while we're waiting for you all to call in, are the phone lines ringing yet? I think they're going to. I feel like they're going to any minute. We're going to shuffle some cards. We're going to shuffle some cards for Tess because she wants a reading.
And I appreciate it. Thank you.
So I do have to say, while I'm filling these cards out and waiting for one to pop out, her job. Bill is really good at his job. Chanel is my other producer, and she's really good too. So shout out to Chanel. I'm surrounded by some awesome producers. And I'm on KGRA, which is fantastic. Okay, I just had one flip out. Ooh, okay. I already know this card. It's called New Direction. I'm going to put it up here. Let me get on the right screen so I can make sure I'm showing everybody correctly. Look at how beautiful. This card is called New Direction. And I'm going to hold it up because I just think it's just lovely artwork. By the way, I'm using Divine Guidance cards. They're amazing. If you're interested in getting a deck for yourself, reach out. I know a place who sells them. That would be Vibes, Mind, Body, Spirit. Vibes
That's
Now.
The best place to get them at.
Vibesnow.com. Anyway, so this card is really cool. This one is New Direction, which I love that I pulled this because Tess has some announcements for us. Tell me that isn't crazy.
I think it's amazing. The cards never cease to amaze me at all.
That is so amazing. You guys, Tess is going in a new direction. But this card means like your life is just ready to move in a new direction. Like you've done what you need to do in this space. You have accomplished everything you need to accomplish, but you have to allow for this to happen. And it's just so the same things don't continue to happen over and over and over again. And when you do that, when you open your energy to like new possibilities of something new or revive your passion for living or creating or whatever that is, like consciously, right? Because we get on that autopilot mode where we're doing the same thing every day and we're not moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
But the energy of the universe is ready to flow. And by consciously breaking free of your routines and patterns, you're creating a life and allowing for new space and a different direction to manifest.
I love that so much.
I love it so much too. And I love that I pulled that card because you guys, Tess is still going to be with us on Soul Wanderings.
Yes.
She won't be sitting in the studio with me, however, because
I'm moving to Texas.
She's moving from Utah to Texas.
Yes, in June. So the next time you see me, I'll have a new brand to my business and a new name. And
When you say a new name, she's not just talking about a business name.
Yep. So
she's recreating herself completely.
And I've talked to my dad. My dad's in spirit a lot about it. So Adderley is still my dad's last name. But I'm going to be dropping that from my name, and not because of that I don't have love or affirmation for my dad. It's just the energy behind that name when he was named.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I've kind of like carried that part of that with me. So I'm changing my name, and I'm changing my city, and I'm changing my business brand.
So there you go. Congratulations. I'm really excited for you.
Me too. I can't wait.
I just love that the card came off. It's so good.
I'm not surprised at all.
Well, I'm excited for you and the direction you're going. And Tess will be still joining us just from a different location.
Mm-hmm.
So yay.
Yes.
Thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
And we have callers on the line. So let's welcome Maria from Oregon. Hi, Maria.
Hi, how are you?
Great. How are you doing, darling?
I'm doing well. I've got I don't know if you can hear the background here, but I've got oh, there I am.
Yeah, if you want to turn it down just a little bit, then it won't do that. You can just mute it or turn it down all the way.
Oh, okay. Hang on 1 second.
Yeah, and then that won't happen.
That's better. And I have a doggy who might bark in the background. So
that's okay. It happens. Well, thanks for calling into Soul Wanderings. Did you have a question for Tess tonight?
I'm not even sure where to start. I mean, she did say no adding too much to anything, but I think it would be nice to have it just go free flowing to whatever comes up with her.
Okay, awesome.
So I feel like this image of you kind of being pulled in multiple directions all at once, kind of like you have so much going on and so much on your plate almost all the time.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like self-care is really like a priority for you. Like, with everything that's going on in your life, it really feels like your self-care takes a back burner a little bit.
No, not really. I think it's important. Self-care is really important because it helps you focus on everything else that needs to get done. So it is a priority for me.
What are you doing right now for self-care? What's your version of self-care?
Just a little time to meditate, trying to, eat well and, those kinds of things. It helps. It helps to focus on the various directions that most of us get pulled in. That's helpful to me.
Yes. I do feel like self-care you need to have more time with self-care. And that's what I keep on seeing with that. It's like you're not spending enough time doing self-care. So
what's your version of self-care? So that's more clear.
Yeah. So I feel like everybody is a little different with self-care, but taking that time, not just, doing meditation and stuff like that to help your spirit, but taking time to actually do the things that you want to do and experience with life. Not just like meditating and,
not like
healthy.
Self-improvement.
Yeah. But also taking that time. If there's that show that you've been putting off that you really want to watch, take, 30 minutes to watch part of it.
Okay.
All of those things that your soul really wants to experience, if that makes sense.
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Just not necessarily, like you said, the self-care in terms of eating right, blah, 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 that kind of stuff. But just more of the stuff that seems like frivolous,
Yeah. All of the things in the whole picture, if that makes sense. Not just like doing meditation or, eating healthy, but what does your mind want to experience? What does your body want to experience? Do you want to go on a walk that day? All of those things as a whole, I consider self-care.
Just go with it. I do have one question. I've been experiencing the scent of roses, like just out of nowhere in places that are totally unexpected, like, in areas where there are no flowers around of any sort. What do you think that could be?
So as soon as I tap into that energy, it's a woman that's in spirit, and she shows me like her being in a mother figure role, so either mom or grandmother. And she keeps on showing me like, that scent was very important to her when she was living. I don't know if she had like rose perfume or something like that. But I keep on seeing that image of that scent coming from her, and her giving you that scent when she's around you.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. That would be my mother.
Aw, my grandma and my mother come through with the rose smell. I love that.
Yeah, and she actually, come to think of it, it was something we talked about, that if she could, it would be that scent that she would put my way. And she wore a perfume and used a soap that was rose scented.
I love that so much. But I also feel like she comes to you in times where you're like, I wish I had clarity on this. So pay attention to when you're smelling that, of what's going on in your internal world in that moment.
Okay. That makes sense too. Yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Maria, did you want me to pull a card for you?
Sure.
Okay. The one that came out when I was shuffling while you were talking was this card right here. Can you see the screen?
Hang on.
If you can't, it's okay. It's just a card. It's just a design. And this particular card is called Blossoming. And it's about questioning your life or trying to figure out where and how to move forward. It moves your energy and aids you in opening to your higher awareness and divine purpose. So it's just basically saying, keep following your path and keep asking the questions about life and trying to figure out where you're wanting to go, because it keeps you progressing and not keeping you in a place of feeling stuck. And it also allows you to be open and in flow and movement, that your soul is blossoming. And this card in particular in the book, it says, keep your faith in both yourself and spirit. Know you are on your perfect path and that you are opening to your highest potential one step at a time.
Sounds wonderful. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Maria, for calling into the show. We appreciate you.
Bye. Likewise. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
You're welcome. I love that it was a blossoming card.
Oh my gosh, I did not even think of that. Yes. This stuff is so cool, right? See, that's what I'm saying. I'll just sit here and play with the cards until one pops out while you're reading, because it's so crazy how energy works, right?
Yep. I love pulling jumpers too. That's if I'm playing with tarot cards.
Yeah.
That's what I'll pull.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. Have you tested putting them back in the deck and then having the same card jump out?
Yes. Like, are you sure? Yes. All right. We're going to welcome our second caller to the line. Let's welcome back Ronald from Minnesota. Hi, Ronald.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi. Surprise. I didn't know you'd be calling.
Oh, no, you wouldn't. You didn't know that, huh? No clue.
Not bad. No clue. Do you have a question for Tess tonight?
Yeah. Hi, Tess. I think I met you before on AJ's show. It was maybe a month or two ago. I don't know. Before AJ took her break. And I like what you said. And I would love one of your oracle card readings, but I'd like to hear what Tess has to say if she can sense any improvement on anything that I've been working on.
Are you talking like health wise or like, all together as a whole?
All together as a whole.
I feel like your energy has your vibration has risen since since I read you last. And it's almost like your vibration is a little higher than what it was before. But I do feel like you are doing good at, working with the tools that you have to work with on improving your vibration. And I feel like there's a lot of soul searching that you're still trying to figure out and still do, but I feel like you're doing a good job at it.
Oh, thank you. And that means that I'm on the right track.
Yeah.
And I think what you had told me the last time really kind of set me on the right track, and at least to know what to be aware of and what to look out for. So, and, of course, what to try. I got AJ's gift that she had a giveaway of a collection of crystals. And I've been trying to work with them, and they've been helping, I think. I don't know how, but anyway, I don't quite understand it, but
because crystals are magic.
I love that. And then with your food, do you add salt to your food?
No, I don't. I actually cut most of the extra salt out.
Because I keep on seeing like an image of salt, and they're like, mention the salt to him, and I was like, okay.
Well, that could be. Ronald, are you hydrated? Are you drinking enough water?
I'm drinking more water. I have cut down on the soda. I have. I got it down to less than 2 liters a day. So now you might think that's a lot at the time, but Bill would be my witness. I have drank over 15 in one day. So 3 is pretty darn good for me.
Have you seen those packets? It's like a soda packet. It's almost like those crystal clear, packets that you could put into water, but they have it like in a soda flavor, but it doesn't have as much salt and like carbonation into it. I would look into getting some of those.
Okay, I will. And I'm going to continue working on my soda intake and get it down to maybe nothing.
That'd be awesome. Yeah. That'd be awesome.
With everyone praying for me and telling me, hey, you need to stop that or at least cut back. I am listening. And so I am trying to do my best. I would like to have an oracle reading if I have time.
Yeah, of course. So this card popped out. It's really beautiful. This is the self-talk card. So this card is saying that there's an inner dialogue going on with you and you're not using the best language to yourself, if that makes sense. Your non-self is having some dialogue with you that could be shifted, where you are kinder to yourself and talking to yourself as if you were your best friend. So using kindness and compassion, just the same way you would do for anyone else, but doing it for yourself.
Oh, thank you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense, because I do tend to argue with my decisions sometimes.
Well, yeah, just be nice to you. I know you go through some hard things and sometimes it's challenging, but take a deep breath and focus on rewording the things that you're telling yourself into a positive instead of a negative.
All right. Well, thank you for tonight's show, and thank you, Tess, for being a return guest again. And I'm looking forward to your next one. All right.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Ronald. Have a good night. Well, bless that Ronald guy.
Yes.
We can always count on him. All right. We have another caller on the hold. We have another caller on hold. Let's welcome Marie from Sound Beach, New York. Hi, dear. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
How are you?
How are you both? I'm doing good. How are you?
Good.
I'm good as well.
Did you have a question for Tess?
Do I have, excuse me? Did I have a question? Well, I would say a general reading, I guess.
Okay.
Wondering if anybody on the other side is out there, in the realm of...
Who do you want to hear from? Because I feel like you want to hear from someone particular.
A couple of people. Well, I guess my mom.
I feel like you look very similar to your mom. She's like showing me her nose. Kind of like you guys have similar facial features. Like you could definitely tell that you're her daughter.
Okay, that's true.
It's almost like she shows me like being her mini me. But she's also showing me like that. What was that? Sorry.
No, that's funny that you should say that. A lot of people say that. That I was mini me her. That's funny.
But I feel like your personalities are very similar too. Like she's showing me like your stubbornness and your guys' like kind of like will and driving factor is very similar to each other.
Okay. Any advice? Anything that any words of wisdom, or
So she laughs as she's talking about this, and she's like, there are times where you just need to let things go. Kind of like, not that you don't let things go, but there are certain situations where it's not worth going on about it. And she's like, it's okay to let things go and let things just, have your peace of mind with it. Because she's talking about how like when she was here, she was very stubborn and being like, okay, this is my way of doing things, and not wanting to anybody to change her mindset with it, because like it's okay to let things go. And then she's talking about how much she loves you, and she's like, I want you to remember that, like I have so much love for you. And she goes back to like showing me almost like you two walking together and you kind of mimicking everything that she was doing at that time when you were a little girl.
True. That's actually true. That's funny. I did do that. That's very funny. When I was younger, I used to, she would have a cup of coffee and I would sip her coffee, pretend to be like her. It's funny you should say that.
Yeah, you're still her. You're still just like her. But she's like that stubbornness. It's okay to let things go. And she keeps on going back to that.
Good. Wondering because both my partner and I, we've been going through a little problem, and I was just wondering if things would turn out okay for us. We've been under difficult times, and just wondering if things would, be brightened. Is a brighter future ahead.
I do feel like things are going to improve with you and your partner, but I also feel like there are times where you guys really like kind of butt heads with things, and you both don't want to let each other have that win.
Us against the world. No, it's not between the two of us. It's us against everybody else. You know what I mean? So it's like we don't have that problem, but it's just from the outer world. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yes. The image I keep on seeing behind that though is kind of like you both. There are times like you both have difference of opinions, and when you guys have a difference of opinions, it's like kind of like that butting heads with each other, like who is right.
Okay, I see.
Both are right in different ways.
Okay, that's nice. Good to hear. Wow, would I be able to get a tarot card too, or is that?
Oh yes, absolutely. We just have another minute, so that's great. The card that I pulled for you is this reflections card.
Okay.
These don't have words or anything on them. They're just images if you're watching the screen. But this card is all about finding the great beauty in your life and your life experiences. And although you can feel sad and down at times, Spirit is reminding you that this is what can facilitate your greatest growth and evolution, both as a soul and as a human being. So you're truly being watched over at this time. Don't fear the darkness within. Remember, without the darkness, there can't be any light. And it's just a time for quiet reflection and inner exploration. So through that, you'll discover your light and know what needs to be changed so that you may live a more authentic life.
Okay. Oh, that's very nice.
Wonderful.
Well, one of the questions I do have, we were wondering if we should keep a certain property that we have, and we were wondering if we should keep it and pay the taxes on it. Should we do it? Should we go ahead and do it, or are we being fools to think that by doing this, we're going to, get deeper in a hole? So I'm wondering, do you see anything with that?
So
that's probably what I should have started off with.
You're okay. I feel like it could go either way. So I do see an image of if you keep the property, I do feel like it has some work that needs to happen to it. It almost like you have the possibility of making it almost like into an Airbnb, but I do feel like you would go into more debt before you saw that return with it. I do feel like if you were to sell it as it is right now, you guys would be set for a little bit. And I do feel like you guys would have more time to just experience life and not have to kind of have that struggle with it.
Right. Okay. All right. That's okay. That's because we got this letter today, and it's funny you should have the show today.
Well, thank you for calling in, Marie.
You're welcome, and I enjoy your show.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Have a beautiful night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Tess, your laugh, you giggle. I love it. So cute. All right, everyone. The phone lines are going to be continued to stay open for the last hour of the show. If nobody calls in, Tess and I just hang out and talk about things that you may find interesting. We have some really good conversations sometimes. Let's hope tonight's one of them. But the phone lines are open if you want to call in 855-472-5483, which is 85 KGRA Live. We'll see you on the other side of this break.
Hey members, the new KGRA DB app is now available on iOS and Android devices. Gain on-demand access to any KGRA DB programming. Download any show directly to your mobile device to listen or watch on the go. Go to the App Store and search KGRA DB.
Scrolling all day, time can disappear. Wanna make it count? Why not volunteer?
Posting pics of your food, that takes up time. Time, you've got time to binge all of season 9, though it got so bad.
Time, you got time. We're gonna grow back and be the same browse you had.
Just a few hours to keep families from harm. Help us end home fires with Sound the Alarm.
Volunteer for a day to install free smoke alarms in your community.
Discover the Observation Deck, a one-of-a-kind virtual event platform that takes video conferencing to the next level by using avatars to navigate a campus. There's so many areas and activities to choose from. There's a 1,000-seat auditorium, an expo hall, a nightclub, and even a beach. So come attend a conference, take a class, or hear a lecture on the incredible Observation Deck campus. Go to theobservationdk.com.
You're listening to the KGRA Digital Broadcasting Network. We provide unparalleled coverage of trending news in the world of ufology, cryptozoology, and paranormal phenomenon. Whether you're watching our video live stream or listening to one of our audio programs, you are getting the best from world-renowned researchers and hosts, guiding you through topics the mainstream won't touch. Miss one of your favorite programs? No problem. Head over to the members area at kgradb.com for access to our massive library of award-winning content. Make contact, stay connected, only at kgradb.com.
Hi, Wonders. Welcome back. We are hanging out with our guest, Tess Adderley. Welcome back, Tess.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for not bouncing out of here, leaving me
never
all by myself. readings are fun. They give me so much energy and they make me so happy. And I love assisting other people. It's just good. It's good. It feels good. It's like I know my purpose in life for a lot of reasons. And one of them is to help other people in this way.
I love it
and
so
I'm
much.
so passionate about it. It fills my soul. It's kind of selfish in a lot of ways, but in some ways not so much. But you know what I mean? It's like a balance.
Yeah, I love it. And I love it when there's times where I would do sessions and I'd be like, just pay me what you think it's worth. And I've had so many people that are like, I couldn't afford what it was worth. And I was like, my heart.
It's true. That's so good. That's so good. I started doing crystal healing again. So I've taken a break for several years. And I've been taking some clients once a week, like once a week, like on my day off. My day off. And I've missed it. Like helping people through some really heavy things.
I love it.
It has been so good for my soul. And I had to take a break because sometimes you have to do that and work on yourself. And I don't feel like as a healer, which I don't like to be referred to as, but for lack of a better word, that if you're not working on yourself, how can you show up and assist other people? And I just really needed that time to do that. And I really enjoyed it. It's been good.
Yes. And it never really stops. You never really stop working on yourself.
No.
You just continue.
Right. But I'm in a better place than I was. Like I'm able to assist other people. Because,
Yeah.
we go up and down. And I never want to use being an empath as an excuse. But because I am an empath, there are times that are really, really heavy for me because I feel things so deeply. And I've really learned over the years how to navigate those waters and not be consumed by them instead of like having them take me down for days. Sometimes it's hours, sometimes it is days, but it's not like I can't do that. I feel so much. I'm an empath. I really have it under wraps. Like it's good, but it is draining. It is draining if I forget to do my self-care and my exercises on protecting and shielding myself. You, as an empath, you can really pick up on a lot of things. So
I did that a lot when I was in the hospitals. And before I stepped into this role, I did that so much where I just absorbed and I absorbed and I absorbed. I remember going to the doctor and he's like, your cough sounds like you have bronchitis, but your lungs are clear. And I was like, well, I've touched like 5 bronchitis patients today.
Yeah. I mean, it happens when you're sensitive and you're open to those energies. It will take you down.
Yep.
Empath self-care. That's a class Misty Rose Merck is going to be teaching. But that's something that we should talk about here on the show sometime. There are so many empaths, and I think that it would be really good for them and all of us really to learn more about that.
Yes.
But let's move on because we have a caller on hold and I don't want to keep this person any longer. Let's welcome Maddie from Utah. Hi, Maddie. Welcome.
Hi.
Hi, you're there. Welcome to Soul Wanderings.
Thank you.
Do you have a question for Tess?
In general,
you can ask a very specific question, or if you would just like her to read whatever comes up.
We'll go with whatever comes up.
What are you learning currently right now? Because I keep on seeing like a stack of books and almost like school.
So currently in my normal life, I'm learning to make 3D models, but in my current journey, I am learning occultism.
That makes a lot of sense because I was like, it doesn't feel like a traditional school. That's why I was like, what are you learning right now? But it really feels like kind of like there's a little bit of ADHD too that you struggle with. So being able to like put a subject down and then pick up another subject, I feel like is important. So when you get bored with that topic or your mind starts to drift on other things, pick up a different book, if that makes sense.
Oh, it does. It very much does. I enjoy doing that.
So, but like catching yourself when you start to get bored with the material that you are learning or trying to like get a hold of, instead of forcing yourself to continue to read it, because I feel like then you have to go back and reread it, is what I'm seeing with that. So kind of like having like all the books you want to read for the week in front of you and just stopping when you get bored with one and when your mind starts to drift, because it's going to shift the focus. And that I feel like that will help you a lot.
I relate to that so much.
Yeah.
Did that resonate for you, Maddie?
Yes, it did. It actually did. Very much.
Did you have any other questions?
If you don't mind, yes.
Go for it.
Is a specific deity and or, if possible, demon reaching out?
So I do feel like you have like this interest in like demonology. Is that like a topic that you've been researching or reading?
It is. It is. I want to be more in tune with spirits, demons, and angels.
Yeah. So I do feel like there's a specific one that you've been trying to like kind of work with and bridge with. And I do feel like they have been reaching out to you.
Okay.
So stop questioning your intuition, because I feel like you've asked yourself over and over again every time that's happened, like, is this real? And the answer is yes. But I also feel like there's another book on kind of on demonology that you're supposed to be reading. So I would check around and see what books you currently have, and then I do feel like you're going to be drawn to that specific book.
Okay. I've actually had my eye on a book recently, so that kind of puts that pin. I'm going to get the book.
I had a really interesting demonologist on the show one time. Like, it was such a good show. Fascinating. And I was trying to hurry and look and see what episode it was, but I can't. If you go to soulwanderings.com or kgradb.com, you'll be able to find Nathaniel Gillis. He was a demonologist that was on the show. Fascinating fella. And you might learn something from that episode.
I will absolutely go and check that out after we're done. Thank you.
What number it was, because we're like in the 3s by now. It's a lot. And would you like me to pull a card for you tonight, Maddie?
Sure.
Okay. So I've been playing with them while you've been getting a reading with Tess, and the card that pulled up for you is Elemental. And Elemental, this one is a reminder to you to connect with Gaia. So it's saying you're not getting enough time outside in Mother Nature, like connecting, like standing in the grass at a park or gardening or going for a hike or something like that. So it's just a reminder to you that Mother Earth provides for us, and to have gratitude for her and to spend some time with her and get away from those books or devices or whatever it is and really connect to the energy and the communication of Mother Earth in this powerful way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for calling into the show, Maddie. You have a great night.
Well, you too as well. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a wonderful night.
That was fun.
Yes.
All right. We have another caller on the line, so let's move right on. Let's welcome Dion from California.
Hi.
Hi, Dion. Welcome to Soul Wanderings.
Hey. Oh, I just wanted to say, AJ, that I really just found your show last year. Like it really helped me through some really hard times.
Oh, good.
I love that.
So,
I love that too. That's what we're here for. We want to help other people through hard times because
yeah.
we aren't meant to do it alone. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. So I guess now I know I'm moving on from some of that stuff, but it's still there's stuff going on. I just want to see what I can look forward to, the better stuff.
Awesome. Right when you were talking to me, I was shuffling my cards and one popped out. So after Tess is done, I can't wait to share this card with you.
So I feel like you've done a lot of like internal work the last little bit on yourself, and not just like on the outside, but like trying to make yourself feel better on the inside and showing up for yourself and doing that healing. And I feel like things are just gonna fall rapidly into place this year for you. I do feel like it's gonna be quick. Like one thing's gonna happen and the next thing's gonna happen, but I feel like it's all gonna be good things. And I do feel like that's because of all the growing you've done on yourself. And that's really, really beautiful. So good job doing all that hard work, because I do feel like you did go through it for a little bit and it was really, really heavy.
Aww.
But I do feel like you're shifting in a way, kind of like the area that you're currently in is going to be moving a little bit. So I do feel like you shifting away from your like current location just a tiny bit.
I'm not sure about that. I don't see that right now.
Okay, well, just keep that in mind for this year.
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
I keep on seeing like that move happening and that shift, you being pulled a certain direction. So when that comes up, follow it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I should be open. Try to be open to stuff, I guess.
Yes, follow it. But I do see it. I do see that shifting, and I do feel like it's pulling you to where you really need to be. And I do feel like you are gonna start stepping into like a role of like your own practice and helping others with similar things that you went through.
Oh my gosh, that's what my card is all about. Shush up.
What?
No, what Tess just shared with you, I pulled a card and that's what it's all about.
Oh, I just had one more quick question. I don't know. Do you guys see me or feel, or because I feel like I'm an empath, but I don't really know.
You are. And I feel like that's why things weigh so much on your heart. Like tapping into your energy, there's like this sting there. And I do feel like there's a little more healing that you could do around it. But there's still that like sliver of healing that needs to happen a little bit. But I do see you stepping into that role of being kind of like your version of a healer and helping other people go through similar things that you've experienced. And you are meant to be in that position. So don't question it when it arises. Because I feel like you have this like logical mind where you, okay, does this logically make sense? And you have that question that always pops in.
Yeah. Okay, well, I appreciate it. There's some good stuff I heard.
Yeah, Dion. So the card I pulled for you is called Infinite Love. And I mean, what more can I say? Infinite love. So this card is really beautiful. I love it. It goes on and on. I don't know if you can see the screen. It's kind of dark in here, but it's about healing your heart hurt. So everything that you've been through, you're in the process of healing, and it's not in vain. Like what you're going through, you're meant to share with other people by being the light that you are, because it's your light and your love that the world needs most. And it's time to allow that infinite love to flow through you to assist other people. And it will help you through your healing journey as well.
That all makes sense. Thank you, guys.
Wonderful.
You're welcome.
Thank you for calling into the show and being a support to us. You have an amazing night, okay?
You too. Thank
you. Okay, bye-bye. Oh, I love that.
Me too.
I love it. It makes me happy when people are doing the work and
I think that's funny that that's the card you pulled.
I don't know why
I
I'm
love it.
surprised. I don't know why I get surprised. Why am I surprised? They just fly out of my hand, and here we are.
Yep.
See, I don't always do this with readings. Obviously, you know that because you come onto the show and do readings. But today I was just like, I'm going to do it just for fun.
Yep.
And it really always amazes me how they are so in alignment.
But you pulled that card before it even started.
This one?
Yeah, didn't you?
No, after I started hearing his voice, I started playing with the cards, and then it pulled. Yeah, no, I didn't pull it before, but during when you guys were when he was talking to me, yeah,
I love it.
Before he even asked the question to you, yeah, I did. It's crazy. It's so cool. All right, let's welcome Bobby from Louisiana to the show. Hi, Bobby. Welcome back.
Hey, hello, AJ. Hello, Ted.
Hi.
And I'm just here for my reading.
Awesome. Welcome back. Do you have a question for Tess?
A question.
Or do you just want her to give you a reading?
Just a regular reading, that's all.
Okay.
Have you been drinking enough water?
Yes, ma'am.
How is the flavor like in your mouth? Because it really feels like your mouth is a little dry.
Well, truth to be told, since you mentioned it, probably after I get through this call, I might give me some more agua or water.
I really feel like that's related to your sugar levels, and I feel like you need to go get that checked.
Oh yeah. Yeah, my doctor has been checking on my sugar lately, and so yeah.
And I do feel like
I don't even.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, and I don't know what I did with my glucose meter since I moved, so I don't know what sugar is.
I do feel like you need to find that, like it's important that you find that, but I also feel like it's important not that you don't watch your sugar, but just be extra mindful of you with your sugar intake with everything right now, why you don't have that. And I just feel that huge craving for like water and like your sugar is low.
Okay.
Is there anything else that's coming through? I feel like you're hesitating.
I was waiting. I was like, what else? But I do feel like kind of like you haven't been very good at like watching not your meals, but like what you're eating. I don't feel like you're getting enough nutrients in your body.
Yeah, maybe that could be true.
Because it's almost like you put off eating a little bit. You get like, distracted throughout the day with stuff, and I don't feel like you're getting enough nutrients in your body.
All right.
You have any other questions for me?
No, I think what you did was good.
Okay, perfect.
Awesome. Bobby, did you want a card?
Yes, please.
Okay. The one that came out for you is called Deeper Look. And this one is similar to what Tess said. It's not really on a health perspective, but an overall perspective of diving deeper into your relationships, your living situations, your energetic patterns in general and what's occurring. So you'll see the consequences of both the positive and the negative of your directions and where they'll lead you. And that will give you the ability to offer sound counsel to others and to lead your life in the right direction that's meant for you. So basically, if you're on autopilot right now, just kind of going with the motions day by day, do what you can to get out of that cycle and like dig deeper into people, places, and things around you and seeing what purpose they serve in your life.
That is some great knowledge that you got there, AJ.
Well,
it's not me.
yeah,
It's the cards. It's the energy. I'm just the messenger, but I'm glad that it resonated with you. Thank you for calling into the show and being such a support.
Yes, great show, Bill. You're an excellent producer, and I want to say hello to the chat. So yes, see you next time.
Okay, Bobby. Thank you. Bye-bye. We have our regulars.
Yes, I love it.
It's good. It's definitely good. So, for all of you who are thinking about getting a reading, the phone lines are open and we don't have any callers on hold at this moment. 855-472-5483 would be the number that you would call. That's 85KGRA live. Readings are fun.
Yes,
They're
I love it.
interesting. They can't hurt you, you know? My favorite readings are when you have spirit come through.
Those are my favorite readings too.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it has such like kind of like a sentimental value to me. Like I remember the first reading I ever got when I was trying to connect to my dad after he passed, and it just had such a profound impact on me in that time.
Yeah.
So I love it. And I always say like, it's not a reading if you're not crying. Because every time, most of the time when I connect to spirit, there's usually tears that come out.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I love it.
I mean, I remember the first time you read me, like not for the interview process, but like an actual reading where I like a client coming to you. You about killed me.
I was so nervous too.
It was so good though. You know, I love receiving messages from my loved ones who have crossed. I mean, who wouldn't, right? There are some people I didn't want to hear from, and I got to hear from them too. And that also opened a door for me that allowed for some more healing to occur and some more forgiveness to happen. So there are no accidents, and I appreciate it. And I'm so blessed. I have the biggest posse on the other side.
Yes, I love it. And I love that you call them your posse.
I do. I call them my posse. They're my homies. Even my grandma and my stepmama. I know they're with me. My cousin, like I'm surrounded, and I know that. And I'm thankful that when I had a reading with you, that everyone popped through just to say, hey.
I love it.
Yeah.
And I don't remember most of my readings too. So that's another thing. I have so many people that are like, do you remember telling me this? And I'm like, no.
Yeah, it's a lot to remember. Yeah,
yes,
definitely. Ooh, we're getting some more callers. Let's not make them wait. Let's welcome Gary from Idaho. Hi, Gary. Welcome to Soul Wanderings.
Hi. I'd like to try to get a reading.
Okay, perfect. You called on the right night.
All right.
Do you have a question for Tess, or would you like her to read you what's coming through?
Just read me what's coming through.
Okay.
Are you a little nervous?
A little bit right now, yeah.
There's nothing to be nervous about. I feel like kind of like your hands are a little like shaky as I'm tapping into your energy.
Okay.
Take a deep breath.
Yes. But I feel like kind of like it almost feels like you're looking for like that positivity, like that positivity to come through, like that uplifting moment, that things are going to get better. I feel like there's just been a lot of like, life that has happened in the last little bit for you. But I do feel like things are going to calm down and it's not going to be so chaotic for you.
Well, that'd be great.
Are you going through a lot right now, Gary?
Yeah, I am.
And I do feel like
issues.
I do feel like there's a lot that's happening throughout, your experience right now, and you're trying so hard to hold it all in, and it's okay to let it out. Your tears need to be let out. they need to be felt fully, if that makes sense. And it doesn't make you any less of a person, or it doesn't make you any less strong or tough, but allow when those emotions to surface, allow yourself to fully feel them.
Okay.
Yeah, we got to let those tears out, Gary.
Yes.
They can become toxic in our bodies and cause disease.
Yeah. And I promise you'll feel better. You'll feel that relief that starts to, take that heaviness off of your chest. But I feel like there's times it's so heavy that it's almost takes like your breath away.
Yeah, it does.
It's going to get better. I do see it improving. And one thing too that is good, I feel like, especially when it comes to medical stuff, is to reaffirm to your body that you are capable of healing and that your body is strong. All of those positive things to help lift up yourself and your body.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sending you a big energetic hug right now. I feel like you could use that.
Yeah, probably so.
So I just had a card come through. It's called Earth Angel, and it just fell to the ground. That's what I was doing down there. It's such a beautiful card, but this card is saying that you're an angel here on earth, and it's time to recognize and honor the beautiful spirit that you are, and that we always forget who we are, right? Because we're having this human experience and we're going through all of these challenging things, but knowing who you are can really make a difference in your lives and in your life and those lives that you touch. And that you are surrounded by angels all around you. Like, it's your posse. I don't know if you heard me talking about my posse, but you have a posse around you too. And you're part of them and you're not alone. I call them my posse, but it's probably a slang term meaning you have a lot of angels surrounding you. You have a family of angels surrounding you. You're not alone.
And make sure you put them to work and you ask them for assistance. And you're like, hey, I could really use, I'm going to go back a little bit. One affirmation that I used when I was going through my darkest stuff was, I'm trusting the process and I'm not doubting the process that I'm experiencing. But right now I need you to show me some sort of light and some sort of good in the situation. And I feel like that will help you a lot. Your spirit team and your spirit guides and your angels are here to help you. So you don't have to do it alone. So make sure you ask them for that assistance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I've never done that, but I will do it.
You just do it like you're talking to me, and it's that simple.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They want to help us. They're here to help us. And although we can't see them, and we don't always feel them, they're always lining people and places on our path so that we can have the greatest human experience possible. Thank you for calling into the show tonight, Gary. We wish you all the best.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Yeah, you take care of yourself.
Okay, I will. Thank you.
You're welcome. Good night. Hugs to Gary.
Yeah. If we have time at the end, we should send out some energy to everybody that's watching it.
We'll create time at the end. I know. It seems like so many of us are going through so many challenging things.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's life, right? We all have our ups and downs. And my heart is like, I want to save them all. But that's not my purpose here. We're not meant to save other people from their experiences they're meant to have, but I want to try.
Yes. And even I just went through some big experiences this year that I didn't think I needed to go through, but I get why I went through them.
Yeah. Good. I'm glad you're in that space already. That was fast. Good. So good. All right. We have another caller on the line. Let's welcome Anna from Arizona.
Hi.
Hi, Anna. Thanks for calling Soul Wanderings. How are you tonight?
I'm doing good. Thank you.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
I am excited to talk on your show. I have to cover my screen on my iPad because it distracts me because it's off. But I just heard what you said to Gary, and even what you were saying, how you just, AJ, when you said that you wanted to help everybody, but you have to realize that that's not your path. That's kind of my problem, because I try to help people and I take on too much. But
you must be an empath.
I think so. Or crazy, but probably an empath.
No, you feel crazy when you're an empath. I can guarantee that one.
And when you found people on it, they're looking at you like, what is wrong with you?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Well, the ones that are usually looking at you like what's wrong with you, they're probably not awake or aware of things yet.
Yeah, that's definitely that. Definitely. And I definitely do like what Tess had to say to Gary about talking to your angels or your guides and just, helping you through. That totally helps. So even all this advice with other people has been so helpful. I don't know why. It's been very helpful.
I love it so much.
Yeah.
Did you have a question for Tess tonight, Anna?
Actually, just I want to see what she picks up.
Okay, awesome.
So I feel like your mind, you have so much going on, but I feel like there's two individuals that your mind is on right now. And one I feel like is your person, like your romantic person. And I do feel like you are going to hear from them shortly. I do feel like it's going to be within the next month, but don't overthink it. Allow them to come to you. And then when it comes to the other person, I do feel like you need to call on your father that's in spirit to help with that situation. And I know that you've been feeling him a lot more lately, but I do feel like your father is there to help guide him with that whole situation. And I do feel like he's starting to do amazing with that. But make sure that you call on your dad to help with it specifically a lot more than what you have been. And I do feel like it is going to get better. I do feel like it feels like it's getting worse before it gets better, but I do feel like that all the areas of your life that you want improvement are going to start getting better for you this year.
Yeah, I feel that's right. I do. A good friend of mine, in a matter of 3 weeks, has gone down a drug path, and I've seen her life just fall apart. And of course, I'm just sitting there like, how is this happening? And trying to take on and trying to solve the situation, because I have power of attorney over her business and everything. And it was just relinquished and taken from me today, which is a relief. But I was taking and was like, why is this happening? But I realized I think that was happening to keep me distracted from my son.
Mm-hmm.
And
yep,
they're going to be fine, but yeah.
And I do feel like she's going to find her way out of that. But I do feel like this experience that she's going through is going to push her to be stronger and better than what she was before. But I do feel like she's going to be better. She's going to come out of that.
And I hope so. And I think she will, but definitely practicing a lot more of my boundaries. But I feel that's when I did kind of like, okay, Dad, when I mentioned his name yesterday, I was talking to a client, and it was weird because I truly felt him in my chest, and it was like, whoa, that was incredible. And it was what I was taught basically to do that. And you're right. Exactly. Call on him. And yeah, that's true.
And then learn to be okay with saying no. So it's okay to say no, and that's a full sentence, and you don't have to explain that no to anybody. So learn to be okay with saying no too.
I'm not laughing at the message. I don't know if you can see the screen, Anna, but
no.
I pulled a card for you, and the message that Tess just shared is cards. And so we laugh because how crazy is that, right?
What is it?
So I pulled a card for you while Tess was reading you. I have some oracle cards here if you're not on YouTube or KGRA. And it's the receiving card, and it's all about giving to others so much and not taking the opportunity to receive the same energetic exchange in your life, if that makes sense. So while what you have to give is very important, it's just as important that you allow yourself to receive also.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
You're losing yourself.
Hard to do that.
You are worth it, though.
Yeah.
You are worth it.
Yeah. It can be challenging, especially for us who feel things on such a deep level. We're always wanting to help other people and be there for them so much. Like it consumes us at times that we forget that we are allowed to give ourselves that same type of energy. And we don't. We just don't think about it. We've been conditioned to think it's selfish or that we're not worth it or whatever other words that you want to insert there, that we are. And you are important and you do deserve having the same energetic exchange back to you.
Right. Well, that makes sense. That does. Well, that's been helpful. I absolutely love Tess. Tess, you're amazing. And AJ, I'm definitely learning more about you, and I really admire everything I've heard and seen with you girls. So I really appreciate you guys. I really do.
Thank you, Anna. We appreciate you also. Thanks for calling into the show.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You have a wonderful night.
See?
I love it.
So good. I love that you're here and that you're sharing your beautiful gifts with all of us.
I love it too. Thanks for having me. And I love that you're doing card pulls because I feel like everybody's loving that too.
Yeah, I mean, don't get used to it, you all. Don't get used to it.
We should start a petition on getting her to do more readings.
Yeah. I give readings to friends and family and stuff like that, but honestly, we all can do it.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys grab a deck, you could give yourself a reading too. It's not me that is giving you the reading, it's energy.
I
right?
love that on the way over here, we were talking about a specific deck, and AJ had it in her purse.
I have a couple of decks in my purse. That was one of them. Yeah, so good. It's so good. I love it too.
Yes.
But yeah, we have a comment from someone saying, "You look beautiful."
Thanks.
She does. She's rocking the red lipstick.
I love the color red.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's really good.
Thank you.
It's a very good color of lipstick. I love the red lipstick.
Well, I was going to do eyeshadow, and then I was like, how about lipstick instead?
Yeah, statements. Statements. So let's go back to our caller, Gary, how you shared with him that you can communicate with your angels. We share that on the show. I know I've said it quite often that they're always there for you. All you got to do is ask, that they're here to share with you. They're here to guide you. They're here to assist you. Why don't you share with us how can that happen, and how do we communicate and connect with our angels and guides?
Like how they're here to help us?
Yeah, like why would all of it? What's coming up for you when I ask you those questions?
So we all have our individual spirit team, and although like Buddha, for instance, Buddha could help so many different people, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we all have, aside from well-known guides, we all have our individual team too. Like my dad is part of my spirit team, as well as my great grandpa. And I didn't meet my great grandpa in this physical form. He died the year before I was born. And he's definitely always guided me. He was the first spirit I connected to with doing readings for my grandpa, but he's always been my spirit guide in spirit. So I've had that relationship with him in spirit, but not in this physical form. But the way he pointed it out to me is like, we have to honor your free will. Like, we could see you struggling with something and see you going through this experience, but if you don't ask us for help, then we can't specifically intervene.
Right. It is about the free will, isn't it? They can help us to a certain degree, though, wouldn't you agree? But more in depth, they would definitely need the permission.
Yes. And so he's like, you have to ask. He's like, so I just step back and say, oh, she's struggling, but she must got it because she's not asking me for help. And that was his funny way of like letting it stick in my mind. And I was like, okay, I can see your point with that.
Okay.
Did that answer your questions?
Yeah. No, that makes sense. I really just like hearing other people's perspectives and how they choose to communicate with spirit and how they have spirit assist them in their lives.
Well, I do it for certain things. So not that I should be better at like calling on my guides for everyday things, but I feel like I get so wrapped up in doing it myself.
Yeah.
And being independent. But when I have big experiences that I'm going through, I'm like, okay, I need help with this. How can or guide me into what I'm supposed to do here?
Right.
So I definitely do it more for big experiences, but I definitely should do it more for everyday things.
Well, there you go, shooting all over yourself.
Yes.
Let's not be doing that. If anyone is interested in a reading with Tess, the number is 855-472-5483, which is 85KGRA Live. We are live right here, right now, and we can take one or maybe two more callers before we decide to send out some extra love and healing to the world.
Yes. How do you communicate with your guides?
I don't normally talk out loud. I talk out loud to myself, which is weird. But I don't talk to spirit out loud unless it's Bruce. No, but really, like when I'm talking to my posse, I don't hear their voices. I feel their words, which sounds so strange. It's definitely telepathic in communication, and I am not one to ask for help in general with human beings. So asking my spirit team for help hasn't been my greatest strength. There have been times where I have called on them to help other people, though.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I ask them too much. I should, but same. Yeah. And that's another thing. You don't have to communicate in a specific way. You don't have to talk out loud. Do it however you're comfortable, because they'll hear you either way. Even if you're writing out a letter or, kind of doing it the same way you would pray. Whatever's comfortable for everybody else, that's specific to them.
Yeah. And another way that I connect to spirit is through painting. When I paint, I am not present. I really don't feel like I'm present. I am definitely in another realm. I'm definitely somewhere else. In fact, I'm going to do a little plug for somebody. He used to be on KGRA. He's not anymore. But Alan B. Smith used to have a show on here, and he's created a documentary of sorts called Half-Light. And he interviewed several people. I was one of the several people, and I shared a little bit of my story on there. But I had an NDE, which is a near-death experience, some time ago. And I've always tried to recreate that feeling of being in the place that I went, which, of course, I refer to as home. Many people do. And when I paint, that's the closest feeling I get to.
I love that.
I'll put on some really good, like, instrumental only music, like really beautiful instrumental music or trance music, and just get paint. I don't use paintbrushes. I use my fingers, and I just start going places.
I love it. And your paintings are so beautiful.
Thank you.
Do you ever
Thank
look
you.
at the messages you get behind the painting once you're done?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. There's a lot of journaling that goes into my process. I get a lot of things that come through, so I'll jot them down. And even afterwards, I'll look at the painting and get things from them that I didn't quite get during the process. So, and everyone's like, why don't you sell your paintings? Well, these are my journal pages. I don't want to sell my journals to people, but I get it. I get the appeal, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there will be a time that my paintings will be for sale, but until then, they're not.
I've only seen a couple, and they're all so beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. There's no thought. I call it intuitive painting. There's no thought process that goes before it. It really is a meditation process, and whatever comes. And sometimes, if something starts popping through the paint, my mind will get in that space and start taking over the image and create from there. That does happen. It's not all intuitive. Even though there is some level of that, right? Even still.
Have you taught a class on intuitive painting?
Yes. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. I've taught several classes on intuitive painting. In fact, really feeling a pull towards doing it again. It's been a while.
I see this image of almost like you doing it with a sound bath.
Oh, yeah. That sounds like right up my alley. So there's this guy who's in our area. He's homeless.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes by the name of Hobo Jesus. He's a young guy. The most amazing human being. He is bright and shiny. He is a beautiful man. He is super connected. And I ran into him today. He was on the street corner. And he's been into Vibes before. He comes in and says hi every now and then. So I pulled over, gave him some gifts and that I had in my car that I just happened to have, and they just happened to be for him, I guess. So I shared with him some loves, and in return, he asked if he could offer me a reading and a blessing.
Aww.
And in the reading, he shared with me, and he doesn't know anything about me personally, mind you. He said, "Why aren't you creating art?" And I said, well, all of my stuff is packed up right now because I just moved. And he's like, you need to get it out. He's like, you're so connected when you're creating. That's when I see you connecting to source energy the most, is when you are in that art space. And he's like, don't do it for the social. Don't do it for other people. Do it cathartically, because that's what heals you. And my whole spiritual journey began after an NDE. But before that, the way I was healing from the trauma that I had endured on and off throughout my life was through art. That was my healing. I would escape through art. And then he's telling me, why aren't you creating art? You need to create art. And then he said, and after you create art, he's like, share it with the world. Just share it. Just share it with everyone. So I know there will be a time. There will be a time when that happens. It's just not right now.
I love it so much.
I have a full plate right now. A little full, just a little full. If you guys want to know what I'm up to, go to soulwanderings.com. During the day, I co-own and operate a spiritual healing center called Vibes, Mind, Body, Spirit.
And it's amazing.
Tess does offer readings there for now. And then I also have a business called The Sacred Raven. And you can link to all of that on soulwanderings.com. The Sacred Raven is an herbal ritual bath line, because I play with herbs and oils and all that pizzazz, all that good stuff.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love playing with herbs.
I know you're so good at it too. Yeah. So with this blessing and healing that you want to give out to the world, because we are on radio, we can't have too long of a silence. Is this something you're going to guide us through, or is it something that is a moment of silence?
I could guide you guys through something.
Okay, let's do that.
So I want everybody to take some nice deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Let go of all the stress from the week, from today, from all the chaos that's happening in your guys' worlds. And as we drop that breath into your heart space, I want you to think of one of your heaviest emotions right now. And just the heaviest feeling that's on your heart, whether it's scarcity, whether it's fear, whether it's the unknown, whatever that heavy emotion may be, anxiety, depression, sadness, grief. And take that one emotion, and I want you to allow your guys' selves to invite that emotion in fully. And I know that sounds a little backwards, but we're going to allow your body to fully feel it. So allow yourself to invite that heavy emotion in all the way. Let it fill your lungs. Let it fill your stomach and make it tight and uncomfortable just for a second. Let it fill your whole heart space. Welcome that heavy emotion like you're welcoming a parent or a child, and allow that to fully come in. And as we invite that emotion in, we're going to ask your body to naturally integrate it and allow yourself to fully feel it so it can process out. And slowly but surely, that heavy emotion will start to lift, and it won't be so heavy, and it will be lighter on your spirit and your body. How did that feel for everybody? I know I can't see comments or anything, but how was that experience or that exercise?
Short. Not long enough. Right? I'm like, I want more. I love guided meditations and things like that.
It doesn't take that long. So
No,
I promise
it
you,
doesn't.
if you allow yourself to feel that emotion when it surfaces, when you're going through the day, even if it's just for a minute, you won't feel it as much as if you suppress it and push it to the side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And thank you for the reminder. Sometimes I forget to breathe, and just taking a minute to really connect to my breath changes everything.
Yes.
Everything for my entire day. Really, it's that powerful. Your breath is so powerful.
Yes.
I mean, you need it to live. It's pretty powerful.
Yes. And I always tell everybody, when you're going through the day, allow yourself to feel your hands. And I don't mean just feeling them by touching them. Stick your hands out and try filling your hands from the inside out.
Yeah.
And you'll feel that energy start to build underneath them, whatever sensation comes from them, hot, cold, tingling. You'll feel that energy start to build, and that anchors your spirit back into your body fully.
Mm.
And it only takes, less than a second.
Yeah, it does.
Mm-hmm.
See, why do we overcomplicate everything? We really do. We're so good at it.
Yes. This human experience is very good at overcomplicating everything.
Yeah. Do I want to overcomplicate anything? Yep, I sure do. I'm so good at it. I'm a pro. I've got this.
Yes.
This is so funny. Okay, Tess, I know that you're going to change your name. You're going to change where you live. You're going to change all your social. You're going to change everything.
Yes.
I get that. But in the meantime, how can our listeners connect with you? Because Tess does all of her appointments except for a random few at Vibes, but she does all of her appointments virtually.
Yes. So everybody, my old handles are still the same at Psychic Medium Tess, and you can always send me a message on there.
Mm-hmm.
So even after the fact, I'll still keep them active, but just in case someone has an old handle, but you can always just send me a message on there.
Okay. Yeah. And then are you going to be sharing what the new one is?
Yes. So the next time I come back, which I feel like is in the end of June, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. May. Yes. End of June.
I will have all my new handles up and ready to be shared.
Wonderful. And you'll be in Texas.
Yes.
You guys, you can do anything you want to do. Tess is proof. She doesn't want to be here. Poof. She's leaving.
Yes.
It happens just like that.
It's time.
It is. Well, I'm so glad that you've been here in studio with me. It's been so much fun. And I know you'll still be visiting with us. It's definitely going to be different not having you here with me, like physically. But thank you. Thank you for spending your time with us and sharing your gifts and abilities with us.
Of course.
Your giggle. It makes me smile.
I love it so much. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. And to all of you, my listeners, whoo, you guys are awesome. Calling in, supporting the show, supporting each other, being in chat, saying hi, and all of your appreciation for us and for my producers, Chanel and Bill. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm really excited to share more things with you in this upcoming year. There's just going to be so many wonderful experiences we'll have together. So thank you for wandering with me and all of my guests. And then next week, we'll see you then. Until then, take care of yourself and take care of each other. We'll see you then.